Hey guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel again for the second time this week. Hopefully you guys are having a great Friday so far. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on and make a quick flip through of this super cute, like kind of mother's journal. I don't know what else to call it. It's a quilted cover that I used a piece of quilt from Floshy May Cottage to make this quilt cover, and I just slow stitched all this stuff on. Like, it was just one of my projects that I kind of started, and so I used like pieces of embroidery, and I made a heart out of this vintage hanky, and then I had this sweet little baby. It was like a tabletop decoration for like a baby shower. Anyway, I just decided to stitch that onto the cover too. So I have loved using my personal quilted journals. So I wanted to try my hand at making a few, and this was one of them. So I did start it before Mother's Day, but just finished it up a little over a week ago. So I've had it sitting on my desk waiting for a flip through for a while. But yeah, so this is it. It's super, super sweet, you guys. Like, this cover is just so cute. And yeah, I love it so much. And I love that it's pink and blue. So like, if you were to use this for your own mother's journal, like documenting your own journey in motherhood, it could work for a boy or a girl, really. And you'll see inside, I've just included all kinds of ephemera that are from like children to their mothers and mothers to their children, and it's just really sweet. And it's been a project that I've been collecting for quite some time, so I'm glad to see it finally finished. Okay, so inside I've just added in this big pocket along the bottom, so it's in the front and the back, and it's just with this striped material. And I believe this is a vintage sheet that my friend Maggie sent me a piece of. And yeah, so I love this pocket, and obviously I did like a little hem there, and yeah, so then inside the pocket I've just tucked in a few pictures. So there's a sweet couple of pictures of the same mother and the baby, and I love these pictures, so they got to be in the front pocket. And then I have tucked in this antique postcard that says "Love to Mother," and it's got glitter on it, and a horseshoe, and the words are actually glitter, so I love that. So it says, "Dear Mother and Father, I am here. Something safe and sound. Well, goodbye." So that's just like a short and sweet note to say they arrived, I guess. But yeah, I love that postcard. So and then I've got this cute cabinet card of this little baby, and I think it's a girl and a boy, and the boy's expression is just so cute. So that one just also tucks into that pocket there in the front. Okay, and then on the first page, which is just like this little half sheet that I made from like this pattern paper. I forget which pad this is from, but I thought the embroidery was just so cute and reminds me of like mom. So anyway, I clipped on this new baby congratulation card. Yeah, so this is so cute. You guys, I'm gonna say this is so cute like 37,000 times in this video, I think, so forgive me in advance. But I just cannot contain myself, so sorry. Not sorry. Okay, so then on the back side of this little half sheet, I've just made this little corner tuck out of this illustration from, like, I have this little tiny book about mothers, and I was just tucked in this tag here. And then here's another antique postcard, which I just think is so sweet. And it's embossed, and of course the roses, you know, I love my roses. And then I've just made this tip in with a vintage hanky. And then on the back side, I've added this envelope as a flip out, so that you can store ephemera pieces that you're waiting to add to your journal, or just a little note or something like that. Okay, and then on this side, oh, this was clipped on this side. Just a little ticket. And on this side, I've just added in another vintage card. This one is a happy birthday card, and it says Barbara XOXOXOXO. So I think that's so sweet. You don't see many vintage cards in black, so I really like this one. And then this is like a drawing, I believe, but it's signed, and I think it was originally like glued to something or taped somehow. But anyway, I just think it's so cute. It reminds me of like childhood and having pets. So I wanted to include that. And then this is one of my printables, my digitals from my shop. So this is the Spring Beauty kit, and I just shrunk it down so it doesn't print this small naturally. I just made it smaller for this journal. And really I could have printed it larger, but I kind of like the not uniform page size in this journal. It just feels more like motherhood, like it's all messy and imperfect, and but you make it your own, and so I like that. And then a Peter Rabbit book page, and then I've just added in this little sentiment that says, no matter what the weather, always bring your own sunshine. It's just got this really pretty floral on it. And then on the back side, I've got another cute baby picture. So I love that little smile. And then this is actually a big full-size page pocket there. And this is also from that same Spring Beauty kit. And then I've used this embroidered, I think it was like a runner at one time, or a doily of some kind, but it was all stained and tattered, and so I just like used this part as a big tip in, and then a grocery receipt there. Some journaling space on that, more journaling space. This is another of my digitals, the Spring Beauty kit. I made this kit specifically for this theme journal. So it has a lot of images of like mothers and children. Yeah, so I thought that works perfectly with this journal. And this is very eclectic, like there's no one theme. Again, it kind of, in my mind, fits with like the idea of motherhood not being perfect and not being all one way all the time. So yeah, it just kind of all fits together and meshes and melds well. And then here I've got this real photo postcard of a house, and I love these pictures of houses on postcards. And, like, the grass is always grown up, and like it just, yeah. So anyway, that clips on here, and then I've got like a handwritten recipe card there, which actually sounds really delicious. It's for creamy coconut apple crunch, so you can try your hand at making that. And then on this side, I've got a vintage photo of a mother and son, which I love, and just a little guest check tucked in there. This is another piece from Floshy May Cottage that I've just stitched around and made like this little heart charm. So it's quilted, and I've just put it on a paper clip. And then this is obviously a heart-shaped doily. And then I've clipped on another postcard here, which has a little baby and a rose. And this one is postmarked 1909 to Texas, Alvin, Texas. And then this is from it's like an ephemera kit, also on my Etsy shop. So I'll link both of the kits that I've used in this journal in the description box. And then inside I've just tucked in a letter of congratulations, another card for a new mom. So that just tucks in that pocket. And then this is actually from a little homemade notebook that like a child was using in school, and like it's graded by the teacher, says okay and not correct. So yeah, I kind of love that this is like just so aged, and like it's like the mom was saving a piece of the child's schoolwork. And then I've got this illustration of a mom and two children working in the kitchen. And I actually have a couple of these in this journal, but I just think those are so cute. So I did not obviously glue it in any way, so you can use it somewhere else or use it in this journal or leave it as is. And then I've got another sweet picture of a mom and a baby. And then here's another vintage recipe card. I think this was tucked in behind this image of the mom and children cooking. And then here I've got this vintage button card and a flash card, and it's on a Jack and Jill nursery rhyme page. So, and then on this side, this is actually a pocket. And then on this side, I've got a mom and a son sunbathing, and then just a project life card there. Giant ruffle there, blue jay, children's songbook page. So this one is baby bunting. And here's another Mother Goose book page. I love this one. It's just so sweet. I've been doing this a lot actually with my journals, having this center page fold down so you can see the whole image instead of cutting it off or folding it up and making a pocket out of it. And then on this side, this is actually an envelope. It's empty right now, but this is actually a playing card that's stapled onto the envelope. So, and then this is a vintage card. I guess maybe I could have left that off. This is a vintage card, and I thought it was signed, but I guess not. Anyway, it's just really, it's like paper. So, and it's a lot thinner than a lot of these vintage cards that I find like that. So I kind of like the thickness of it. And then just another vintage ticket here. And then on the back there was a picture of a baby clipped on the back side. This is like a children's encyclopedia page, and this one had like all these children's stories, or literature stories really. Yeah, so I didn't point that out on the other side, but I love that illustration. There we go. So I love that. And then this is some notebook paper, again with like handwritten notes from a class. There's the other side of that big pocket. And then here is another vintage report card. Of course, a motherhood journal, you have to keep the kids' report card. And then here's the other illustration of the mom in the kitchen with the little girl. And then this is from a French magazine, and the pages were just so brittle, but I was able to salvage this piece and kind of tape it back together. But I just love this little picture of this girl on this one. So I just tucked this little piece in, and it's tucked behind this piece of measuring tape that is just I used a brad to attach it to the page. And then on this page, this is one of the things that was made by a child and sent to her grandmother. So this is such a sweet little note, and it's written on this cute little stationery. And then I've got the other side of my digital, some more journaling space and more journaling space. And then this is the other side of that big pocket, and I've just tucked in a few things that you can use for collaging or journaling in your own way. And then I've got the other side of this digital here, and I've just clipped on another picture of the mother and her son, and it looks like their dog. Yeah, there's a dog in the picture too, and they're in a boat. And that's my other side of my digital there. There's the other side of that ledger page with a giant ruffle on it, and then some avocado dyed paper. And then of course us moms need a glass of wine at the end of the day. And then here is this was actually outside of that handmade notebook that had like the notes and the grading from the teacher. So I love this little drawing of a bunny rabbit. So yeah, that is my journal, and I hope you guys have liked it. I really would love to hear your comments on this journal, and yeah, so keep your eyes open for more posts about it on my Instagram. I believe it's spoken for, but if not, I will be posting it for sale also on Sunday. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I actually have quite a bit more mother type ephemera that I can use for a second journal, so I may just do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.